So, my latest pursuit at Pima Community College included a career change made possible through the study of CAD design.
Hi, I'm Elisa, and I have my advanced certificate in CAD design, and I will be finishing my associates this December.
What I'll always treasure about my time in the CAD department are the challenging projects, working with amazing instructors who truly care about your success, and enjoying the camaraderie among classmates who are always willing to help one another. Learning CAD design at Pima allowed me to start as a drafter at my landscape design build company 2.5 years ago. When the owner saw all that Pima had prepared me for, I was moved into a design position, and more recently, I started recruiting for the design department. Knowing firsthand how well Pima prepares students in software skills, the design process, and problem solving, I know exactly where to go to hire talented team members.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'll be graduating from Pima this December, and I'll be obtaining my CAD certificates.
Given the current learning environment, I would strongly encourage students to reach out to their instructors and find ways to collaborate with their classmates to replicate the peer-to-peer support that usually takes place in the CAD lab.
Hi everyone, Alexandre here. I'm from Brazil and I've been living here in Tucson for 3 years. I got Bachelor in Civil Engineering and I worked for about 20 years as a construction manager in there. Although we use similar materials, construction methods and systems of measurements used here are different those used in Brazil. So to be able to work in my field again, I had to adapt. And I find out in Pima Community College the perfect tool to help me achieve my goals. After just 18 months, I will get 4 CAD certificates related to construction field, and thanks to the knowledge acquired here and the amazing support from the professors, I got a job at Grenier Engineering, a traditional engineering firm here in Tucson. As a drafter, I use AutoCAD and Revit daily so I can practice everything that I learn at work. For me, this is no-brainer. And guys, I know sometimes we get overwhelmed, but keep striving. We got this.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Chave, and this is my showcase for the CAD department at Pima Community College. I currently work from home, and I have worked from home post-COVID. I graduated from Pima Community College in 2018 with some certificates, as you can see on the left-hand side here along the way. I'm an AEC technical specialist for ATG. And what we do in our current position as AEC technical specialists is training on software for our clients, workflow analysis such as software demos, template creation, or maybe project work as well. We also lean into the marketing department by doing blogs or white papers and maybe webinars on the software, and just kind of doing latest and greatest talks about the software as a whole. We have a lot of softwares under our tool belts. I currently am more proficient in AutoCAD, Revit, Autodesk products, all the way to Bluebeam. I'm a Bluebeam certified instructor as well as an Autodesk certified instructor as well, going all the way over into more infrastructure setups such as Panzura and creating more of an IT background, as well as talking about the latest and greatest hardware from BIMbox as a solution as well. Pima Community College equipped me with the knowledge of the software to succeed in the real world environment. One advice I would like to give somebody that is currently attending Pima Community College is listen and absorb all the advice from your professors. They have the wealth of knowledge from the industry, so just take it all to heart and absorb it like a sponge.
Hi, my name is Aaron Dinius. I graduated in spring of 2014 with an Associate of Applied Science in Computer-Aided Drafting and Design with a mechanical, electromechanical concentration. I also graduated that same year with 2 Associates of Applied Science degrees in Machine Tool Technology, one as a manual machinist and the other as a CNC operator. I currently work for a company called Control Vision Inc. here in Tucson, Arizona. We're a privately owned optomechanical company. We deal with specialty optics. I am their CAD technician, their mechanical designer. I do mechanical designs. I design various enclosures, mechanical mechanisms, as well as I'm their prototype machinist. On any given day, I might be out in the shop machining a prototype that I designed the previous day in CAD, which we're currently using SolidWorks 2017 at my job. My education at Pima Community College was critical to my success in industry. I basically learned everything in an environment that was hands-on and very much, immersive. I don't think I would have succeeded in quite the same way anyway if it had not been that kind of an environment. I was able to make the mistakes, but also learn from them and learn what the industry standards are, so as to make me a better designer, as well as to make me proficient in the software that I would eventually be using in my everyday job. As an instructor myself, having gone through the program, having seen it firsthand as a student, coming back and teaching as an adjunct instructor, I hope to be imparting some of that to the students that I teach. The CAD program can be an excellent stepping stone for getting you into an engineering degree program.
Hey everybody, my name is Stephen Reichling, and I graduated from Pima back in 2012. I received an associate's degree in computer-aided drafting and design, construction concentration, so I took the architectural and civil classes. I currently work for Cypress Civil Development. I've been here for almost 8 years, and I work here as a CAD manager. Basically, I delegate work to other drafters, I manage and progress drafting standards, as well as train new drafters that come in. Here at Cypress, we basically design the site infrastructure that's outside the building. The parking lot, the sidewalks, the curb, and all that kind of stuff. We basically make sure that it's graded and that it drains properly. Here at Cypress, we use Civil 3D as well as AutoCAD LT. This is a downtown project. This is the old Corbett building. It's currently vacant. It's on 6th Avenue and 7th Street. And you can see here, same building. And if I go to this site drawing here, you can kind of see what we're proposing. So existing building to remain, and then in between, we've got a new courtyard area which is going to have a stage, different like backyard type games, different amenities, maybe a food truck. In the south half of the site we have a new parking lot, a newly improved street, and also a new street that's wrapping around our project and tying into 6th Avenue, which is all going to be public. Pima really prepared me. I like the program a lot. I appreciate Pima. Taught me not only how to be familiar with the software, but taught me real-world applications for the construction world. It also helped me to think critically and to be creative, when necessary. I also learned skills for public speaking as well as resume building, which is really helpful. Advice that I have is please ask a lot of questions for current students. Ask your instructors any questions that you have. Get the most out of the program. Don't just try to write through and get that piece of paper, that degree. Really soak in the knowledge. And then for those looking to get specifically into land development, whether architecture or civil, I would encourage you to familiarize yourself with code. The classes at Pima, get into code a little bit, but the further you can take it, the better, because you'll be more than just a drafter. You'll have more real-world knowledge of kind of how to design sites and stuff.
Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Villegas. I am one of the graduates in the Associates of Applied Science, Computer-Aided Design, Electromechanical Concentration. I graduated last December of 2019 with my associates alongside 2 certificates in SolidWorks Design and Inspection. I am currently a tutor for PCC, helping students in the electromechanical concentration of CAD in receiving their certificates or associates. My primary software is SolidWorks. I love it dearly and I enjoy working in it. My favorite memory at Pima is being one of the first groups of students to collaborate with senior engineers at the University of Arizona with their capstone projects. We were one of the first groups of students, and it was such a success. It was an amazing experience. And my team number 19028, we were sponsored by Roche, received an award for Best Technical Documentation. And so you can find the award ceremony on YouTube under 2020 Craig Emberg Design Day Award Ceremony in the University of Arizona Engineering YouTube page. my best advice for current students is to take your time with this degree. You know, most of our faculty are adjunct, and so what that means is that they are currently working in industry. And so taking your time with your classes, gaining the advice and knowledge from your instructor goes a long way, and it will make you more successful in industry.
Hi there, my name is Jeffrey Sines. I graduated in 2015 with a CAD degree in computer-aided drafting and design. Currently, I'm employed at Sargent Aerospace in Defense. My current role is a project coordinator. My previous role was a lead aerospace designer, and my hired role was a drafter 1. The software we use is Creo 5.0 for parametric modeling, Windchill, which is the library in which all of the models and drawings are contained. Microsoft Office is used for email and forms, and Excel for tolerance analysis. We use PaintShop, which is essentially like a Photoshop for altering old documents. My daily responsibilities were to create models, detailed drawings, apply GD&T to the detailed drawings, release drawings after signature cycle, and follow our work instructions. For Pima students, some things I gained from my time at Pima were interview skills, modeling skills, and GD&T application. My advice for future students is to be proactive, get your foot in the door, know your value, and practice and become proficient. Your time at Pima should be used to practice and hone your skills. After enough practice, the interview process becomes easier, you become more confident, and you're able to do those things. The other thing is to be honest about what your capabilities are and be willing to be trained and learn.